Yeah, I hear ya.
No, you listen. You guys locked me out on the patio, and I politely tapped on the window.
Whoa, time out. With your gun.
Debatable.
The weekly hangover. This will probably hurt, but you'll be thirsty for more.
All right, we're officially underway. Number 2.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back to the weekly hangover. Definitely a lot better this time. You know, working out a little more this time.
That's for the fans to decide, Dan.
Well, No, actually, speaking of fan, we've had 108 listeners. Definitely proud of it, and it feels good so far. You know, look out for us.
We made it, is what we're saying. We're expecting sponsor checks to start coming in now.
Yes, absolutely, because
108.
108.
I'd say only probably 40 or 50 of those are me and you.
Definitely not. It's definitely been a good experience. We just got a new mic today. We're actually testing it out at the moment. So,
an unbelievable deal on it.
Yeah, it's a Blue Yeti. It's actually a really, really good microphone.
Shout out to Jeff from work.
But it's been good. It's been a definite good learning experience so far. I'm going to stop using the word I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
Take that out.
Yeah, that's what you did last week, too.
How's your week been, man?
Fine. You know, same as last week.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. The week so far has been all right. Had a good weekend.
What'd you do?
Went to Wintergreen. My sister and her family were up there. My parents went. So I went and fly fished in the morning. Caught one massive.
Were you going to say 3?
In total, there were 3 caught. We all caught one monster 3-inch trout.
Powerful.
Yeah. Definitely a rod breaker for sure. But it's always nice to be outside and not in an office or anything.
Did you go with Babe?
So, nope. She did not go. She was working.
How
about you?
This weekend, hung out with some friends. Oh, man, it was so fun. So fun going ski shooting. Yeah.
Man, I wish I didn't miss it.
For anyone that was listening on the last one, we were going to go ski shooting, but Kendall happened to bail on me.
Well, something better came up, so...
Listen, I hear you.
If I'm supposed to commit to something, I'd rather do less than...
I'm with you. But I was ready to go ski shooting. So
I didn't mean to disrespect you like that.
We could definitely do that in 2 weekends, because this weekend I'm going out of town.
Yeah, me too. Going back up to Wintergreen, this time with Bay.
Nice.
With Bay.
What do you guys have planned?
There's some big music festival at Devil's Backbone, the brewery up there.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-day festival. So we might check that out. Unless there's just a ton of people, and then just probably pass. Hard pass.
How close are you guys to Devil's Backbone?
5 minutes. 151. You get like all the breweries, all the major breweries. Bold Rock, Silverback Distillery, Devil's Backbone, Blue Mountain, Wild Wolf. You know, it's a good time. Me and Jordan will tell you about it when we go up there.
I hate you. But, yeah, so since we started this, I've been looking for responses from friends and family to see how good or bad this podcast has been so far.
Overwhelmingly negative reviews, I would say.
You're 100% lying, but the best responses I've got are very, very good ones so far. My mom, she was like, "Hey, can you guys only do it for 30 minutes?" I'm like, "I love you, Mom." Like, that's how I responded.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. It can't be 30 minutes. I like to talk.
That's the one thing a lot of people have said, so maybe they were not fun to listen to for more than that.
Well, I did read an article that was saying that your podcast should be between 30 and 45 minutes, but I feel like I like to talk, so I'm going to keep talking.
Every podcast I listen to is 1 to 4 hours.
Joe Rogan's, he has 3.5, 4 hour long podcasts. The Fighter and the Kid, 1.5 hour, 2 hours.
I listen to Hardcore History. Dan Carlin, he put out one. Most of his are 6 hours.
Yeah, no.
He usually we could do a good 6 hour podcast. Be out of here by 12.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know either, really. I don't know anything. But yeah, so our family seems to like it.
Well, your wife has.
They would say, they would definitely lie to us, no matter how bad it was. So.
It's like, "It's great, honey. I love you."
You did your best. It was the effort.
Your wife hasn't even listened to this podcast.
She never will. She never will. I've asked her multiple times. So, there's that.
So, I was thinking, how did this idea come about? When I was originally trying to do this podcast about a year and a half ago, it just didn't come to fruition. So... Nice word. So, but I've been thinking lately as how could we do, what would we talk about, who would listen? 108 people so far.
Powerful.
And it just came to my idea, and then I bought a random microphone with a condenser microphone, and it's been good. Had a little audio issues, a little...
Mostly just you saying,
I'm working on it. And dropping stuff, and...
That was mostly me.
I wasn't going to throw you out there, but you...
Why? I threw you out there. For sure hold me accountable, Dan.
Yeah, for sure. But it's definitely been good since I've been to Richmond, so this is one of the big things that I've done since I've been here. I've only been here for about 6 weeks. I just moved here recently from Hampton Roads, Portsmouth, near Virginia Beach.
Pistol City. Nothing
to brag about, but it's been a good transition so far. Originally from California, and it's been good so far. I've done a lot of things, gone out, went out for my birthday. You were there, played some pool, shot some darts.
Put a whooping on you real proper, like.
But it was my birthday, so I felt like I won at everything. Made some new friends since I've been out here. I joined the gym, as I told you all about, which I got the membership for $29. I went into the gym, and I said, hey, I talked to a guy, and he said that the gym membership was $37. I believe it was $37. And he said, listen, all right, I can get you for $29, but you can't say that you did it here. You can't say that you signed up with me. I said, yeah, man, I'm all about it. But I got referred from my roommate, so I started going to the gym. Definitely have some fitness goals. I'm trying to lose 35 big ones.
That's it?
But definitely trying to lose some weight. I'd like to get back to reasonable shape where I don't look and feel super fat.
Where you can make it from your car to the door without working up a sweat.
Listen, when I blink, I sweat.
I want to stop sweating while I eat, and that's common. I don't like that.
Gosh. It's so hot at my freaking work. Well, our work. But in my office, it's literally 75 degrees. I sweat in 60 degrees. This.
Burp out loud next time. That was weird.
No. But it's definitely been a good transition. Starting new things. I wanted to go to this stand-up improv that we talked about last time, but Kendall was not on board. He was not about it. So
I made my feelings known last time.
Definitely about to try some new things.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely want to go camping in Richmond or around it. I've never been around this area. I've only been on the Appalachian Trail, like in Virginia. That's the only places I've been. And I definitely would love to go. What's the closest place you can go around here?
I don't know. I've been camping twice in the last 10 years, and it was miserable.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, it was just far too. It was 98 degrees, 100% humidity. Ugh. I couldn't sleep because I was just sweating too much, and I ate some barbecue that did not sit right with me. So that was fun, you know.
Was that your fly fishing trip?
No. This is 4th of July a few years ago.
Oh.
It was rough.
Yeah? How so?
Just
it's just rough.
There's just that hot and barbecue not sitting right in your stomach, and there's one porta potty right in the middle within 10 feet of everybody's tent. It's loud, and everyone knows what's going on.
Was Babe
pretty vulgar?
Was Babe with you?
No. Thank goodness, because it was humiliating. And then I locked my keys in my car. This is in Blacksburg, too, so it's 3 hours away. So I was getting ready to leave, and then I had to shimmy my car with about an hour and a half, prying it open with a knife and then getting a clothes hanger to unlock my door.
That sounds just not fun.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
The last time I went camping was with Kevin Filiberto. Him and I have been a couple of times. He is way more of an outdoors man than I am. I used to camp with a duffel bag. Now I actually have a ruck pack that I can take with me and normal camping stuff. But a couple times that him and I've been is either a lot of fun or it's just not.
Okay. Another excellent analysis by Dan.
One time him and I went and we were with a couple people where there was big old fire and we're ready to jump over it. You know, I was drinking a little bit, whatever. And I was getting ready to jump over this fire, and then as I was jumping, he grabbed my arm or my shirt and pulled me in the fire. I was like, it was hot, but it was
fire typically is Dan.
I know, but I thought I was going to be over the fire. I didn't think I was going to be in the fire.
Well, I just, jumping over the fire.
And then another time, him and I went with our friend Jordan and another guy named Bobby Dye. His real name's Sam Dye, but I don't know how he came to the name Bobby. But we went and we're going to go for 2 days. And he was like, yeah, you know, this will be great. We'll have a good time when we get there. And as soon as we got there, he was like, so what do we do when we get here? I'm like, well, this is it, man. We're camping. You know, let's go get some wood. We're going to hang out, have a good time, smoke a cigar. And he's just like, well, yeah, but like, what are we going to do? It was awful in that sense, but
he just wasn't on board.
We ended up going back the next day. We were supposed to stay for 2 days, but he was whining, so definitely not as fun.
I feel like camping's just... I'm all about a long, hard day in the woods, but I love coming home to my bed.
Well, yeah, for sure, but I definitely like being outdoors, lighting a fire, smoking a cigar. I mean, I can do that in my house, but
you can't really jump into a fire in your house.
No.
Like
or get pulled into a fire?
Yeah.
No, definitely not. But one time him and I went with these girls on the softball team at our college, and it was fun because, you know, 3 very pretty girls and our friend Steven, and it was just Kevin and myself, and it was like a lot of fun. But these people have never been outside, and then it got really, really cold that night, so I made sure I was going to be in the middle of everyone because... One, I either wanted to cuddle with these girls or...
It's for sure creepy.
For sure.
Turn that back.
Real cool.
I'm just saying.
But one of the girls I ended up talking to for a month, but that night she was like, I'm so cold, I'm freezing. And as I was sweating because I was in the middle of everyone, had everyone's heat. But
so nasty.
That was definitely a good time. I'm trying to get outdoors more. I talked to Jordan. He said we could go shoot our bows, well, my bow, and you could come watch.
Yeah, watch because it's left-handed.
Yeah,
that's weak.
But he said we can go shoot at his house. We just have to get the
target.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. Get the target.
When I went camping though, at 4th of July, I'm not gonna lie to you, might have sharded my pants.
Why? Let's just go.
Because it was hot and my stomach was so messed up. I thought I could trust it. Hey, I can't. I couldn't. Just slipped out a little bit.
Oh, that's good. Definitely good.
Yeah.
When at the time did you go fishing in Charleston?
Oh, with my boy Ty. Shout out to Ty. Powerful Ty. Tyler, aka Thyler. This was like 3 weeks ago. We went down there. Because he just got a boat. Because he just moved down to Charleston. So we were going down there. We were going to try and catch some redfish. But then we found out his work was holding this tournament. This king mackerel tournament. And there was an open spot on a boat. So we went. So I got down there. I drove down there after work. It's like 6 hours. I got down there like 12, 15 or something. And we hung out. Because we hadn't seen each other in a while. So we hung out. Ended up not going to bed till like 2:30 or something like that. We're at the dock at 6. We stopped to get a sausage biscuit on the way at a gas station. First mistake. And then, so, we got on the boat. We were, we were cruising. It was a nice morning. We were catching bait fish right by Fort Sumter. It's pretty dope. And then, like, 8 o'clock, we started trolling for king mackerel. And we ended up hooking one really early. But right when we hooked it, I started getting that feeling in my tummy.
The bubble guts?
In my tummy. It won't real good feeling. So I was like, oh no, I've never gotten motion sickness before. This is not the time for it to happen. I'm on a boat with 2 strangers. I've just never met. It's this guy's boat. I'm not trying to make make it messy.
So it was your buddy and 2 other guys?
It was me and my friend Ty and the guy whose boat it was and another guy. So we landed the king mackerel. I'd never done much offshore fishing, neither had he, so we were kind of just standing there in the way, really contributing nothing. They got the fish, and it was like 26 pounds, pretty dope, huge fish. And right about that time, it started coming out of me. I spent the next couple hours bent over the side of the boat.
Why don't you just jump in the water and just let it all out?
Just puking. And then I had Chipotle for dinner the night before. And a sausage biscuit from a gas station that morning. And
powerful elixir.
That was
not elixir. Cocktail.
Cocktail, man. Yeah, it was just the worst decision making on my part. So at one point, I was throwing up like I had been for the last 2 hours, and I realized if I go one more time, it's coming at both ends. Ugh. So I was sitting on this boat with 2 guys I don't even know, trying to think of how to tell them, hey, next time I throw up, I'm gonna poop my pants, without it being weird, which there's no way to do, just in case you're wondering.
Just emptying your guts.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I finally I worked up the courage. I took all the courage I had to tell him, sir, I have got to unload at some point very shortly. It's like, can I just jump in the water and handle my business? No, he wasn't having that.
What?
So
I was like, okay, cool story, and just jump in.
So I was like, okay, neat. I'll just die here. That's where it's looking, what it's looking like. So he ended up emptying a 5-gallon bucket, and they all just turned around, and I got to poop into a 5-gallon bucket out in the ocean.
It would have been.
And then, of course, what are you going to do with that? You can't just leave it sitting in the boat. That's right. So I just had to throw it overboard, which was equally as disgusting. So then I took a power nap, and I was good to go. I woke up about an hour before we went in, feeling great. So it was nice and miserable the whole time. Got to throw up, got to poop into a bucket, and then go back in.
You should have just said, hey, I got to jump in real quick and take a swim. I'm getting a little lightheaded.
Well, they weren't having that, because you have to troll for these, so you're constantly moving. So they'd have to stop everything they're doing. So instead he was like, nah, here's a bucket. Go to town. So basically I've decided I'm an inshore fisherman for life.
That's not...
It was an unpleasant experience.
I feel like that doesn't even compare to your cousin, Brent.
Well,
he's got the nastiest bubble guts.
I'm pretty...
He could drink water.
I'm pretty sure he poops his pants like once a week.
Oh my gosh. I've single-handedly seen him stop and pull over just so he can take a dump. It's...
Well, he always sends us pictures of when he goes to the bathroom, and it's not healthy. He has some serious, gut bacteria issues.
Him and Corey, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
I know. Keep it to yourself.
This is definitely probably the nastiest episode that we're going to do. It's all about pooping pants and buckets.
Second and the last one.
Hashtag poop and buckets.
Poop and buckets. We should title it Buckets P and B. PBJ.
Yeah. For sure, this is the Dookie episode.
Yuck.
It's a powerful Dookie, though.
So definitely got some fights coming up. I'm actually really excited for UFC 216 coming out next Saturday, the 7th. Headliner kind of confuses me a little bit. If you're not interested, go ahead and be interested. But Tony Ferguson and Kevin Lee, which is going to be cool because Tony Ferguson, El Cucuy, he's a good fighter. He's really, really good. But
you think Kevin Lee's got a chance?
I mean, everyone has a chance.
For sure.
But they're trying to make it bigger than it is. They're trying to make something out of, average fight. I don't know how it's a headliner over Mighty Mouse and Rayborg. Well, hear me out.
They're little. Nobody likes watching the 125.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse is a monster, though. He's going to attempt to break his record, which he will. It'll be the 11th consecutive title defense, right?
Yeah.
And then...
I think so.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight. It's definitely going to be a good win for him. Let's see. Ray Borg's last fight was against Hussier Formiga. So...
I don't even know who that is.
Okay. Well, Mighty Mouse, his last fight was against Wilson Hayes.
Rocked him.
Yeah. But it was still an exciting fight. It's always exciting to see him.
Because he's flawless in every aspect.
He's a monster.
For sure.
And then under that, we have Fabricio Verdum and Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, my gosh.
The disrespect he put on Travis Brown leading up to, during, and after the fight.
He was hating on Travis Brown, and then he was like, where you at, Ronda? Like, where your fine butt at?
Just as disrespectful as it gets.
Well, I'm definitely excited.
And who was it? Who was the ref? Was it Matza? Whatever, whoever it was that let Travis take those like 4 extra
shots.
There's like extra bricks from Jupiter right to the face. It was brutal.
I don't remember who ref that fight.
It was Mazzagatti or whoever. Whichever one's terrible. There's 2 of them.
Was it the Asian one or the older one?
I think it was the one who does the heart. I think it's Mazzagatti.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be totally wrong.
And then that'll be a good fight. I'm excited to see Fabricio Verdum, like I said, and Derek Lewis, because Derek Lewis is literally a killer. He's not the best technically sound fighter, but he's a monster. He's
the Black Beast. He's like his nickname says.
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
When Travis hit him in the gut, kicked him in the gut, did something to him. I don't know if it was a liver shot or what it was, but he was like incapacitated for a couple minutes. And then just ruined Travis Brown's world.
Do you remember what he said in the post-fight? He was like, oh, I had to go boom boom or something.
Had to skid his draws.
Yeah. So those will be a good thing to watch. I'm definitely excited to bet on them. My buddy Braden and I, we always bet on some fights. We usually bet $10 to $20 on Chipotle. Like, we always bet usually 5 to 7 fights. Whoever gets the most fights gets Chipotle. He's in California, but occasionally we have to bet something big. Last time we bet something big, we bet and he had to fly me out to California for 5 or 6 days. It was incredible. So I definitely love betting.
It's far too much on the line for that.
Oh,
I get anxiety when I do DraftKings and enter $1 games. I can't handle it. I'll pass out the whole time I'm watching.
But the last time we bet, most recently, was McGregor and Mayweather. We bet the same thing. We bet a flight, but the loser gets to pick where we're going. So we bet from the fights before that, so whoever won those fights gets to pick who they want, Mayweather or McGregor. So he picked Conor McGregor, and most of us know how that came out.
He picked Conor. He had first pick and he picked Conor. I mean, I guess I was kind of on board with it too. I thought he really had a chance, but if I had that large of a wager on it, I'd have to go Floyd. So,
I'm going to Texas. That's where we decided to go. I'm pretty pumped. We're going in the fall sometime. It's going to be sweet.
It's so hot there. And they have tarantulas in Texas.
Yeah.
So you should not go there.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely consider that.
Yeah. Tarantulas are quite scary.
But we're probably going to go to College Station because one of my friends, Andrew, is an architectural engineering teacher at Texas A&M. And he was a head foreman at Alcatraz for a couple of years. What's up, AJ? So,
how do you go from head foreman at a prison?
No, like construction.
Oh.
The head construction at Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah, because when was the last time Alcatraz was actually a prison? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
For sure, edit that out. It sounds stupid, so just whatever.
But he's 29. He's doing big things, teaching at Texas A&M. He's a man. But so we're definitely going to go out to Texas. I'm supposed to go out boar hunting in November. I don't think I told you that.
No.
Mr. Cunningham actually wants to get on it, but I have friends in Abilene that own some land. And
where's that?
East Texas, East, West, North, South Texas.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, East, West, North, South.
But they have tons of land. I've been hunting with them before. Never caught anything.
You don't catch... Oh, my gosh. Never mind.
Never shot anything.
Yeah, you for sure don't catch things when you're hunting.
Well, I was going to catch with my bare hands. It was unbearable.
You would lose that battle, my friend.
I could not bear it.
You would not be able to... Back to the hand-to-hand combat. You cannot take a wild boar. He would have his way with you.
Says who? Yeah.
Says nature. Okay. You really think you can go hand-to-hand?
No chance. But
exactly.
We're
so I'm saying he would literally poke holes in you left and right.
Yeah, for sure. But it'd be a cool story.
You'd be dead. You'd be dead.
I definitely would not go unarmed.
You would be dead if it was. It wouldn't be a cool story. It'd be a very sad story we'd be telling at your funeral.
Oh, thanks for yeah.
Just saying you would die from fighting a boar.
I would not fight him. It was a joke.
Have you seen Game of Thrones? Robert
I've
Baratheon?
seen
He gets punctured by a boar and dies.
Well, I've seen 3 episodes, so I have not seen this. So thanks for ruining it.
It's not that crucial.
But I'm supposed to go in November to Abilene. A couple friends out in Texas. Speaking of Texas, Liberty beat Baylor in Texas in football. That's crazy.
It's a fluke.
Maybe, but probably not. It was a good game. Go ahead and... I don't care. I mean, yeah, go ahead and get...
Beautiful sound.
Sorry, Ben. Beers everywhere.
Yeah. If your table's warped, it's because of Daniel. Danny the Manny. That'll be dope, though. Wait, so Mr. Cunningham is trying to go to Texas with you?
Well, I told him that my friends have a ton of land and that they always invite me to go hunting, and he was trying to get on it. So I said, absolutely, I'll call him up. And he was like, yeah, I know you'll call him up when you get to it and when you get around to it. I was like, okay, I'll text him right now.
Called you on it.
So I texted my good friend Paul, and I said, hey, I want to come hunting with a couple of friends. He said, okay, sounds good. So Paul's been trying to get me to come out there for a while. I've been out there once or twice to see him and his family, Paul and Stephanie, and their 2 kids. But I'm definitely trying to get back out there. Texas is a lot of fun. Everyone's so welcoming. They're like, pleasure to meet you, pal. Nice to meet you, buddy.
But you're not factoring in the fact that there are tarantulas everywhere.
You've never been to Texas?
I have not.
So how do you know?
Because I know people that live in Texas and they have tarantulas.
What are their names?
I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to name drop.
Are you making this up?
No. Half of my brother-in-law's family lives in Texas. So all I'm saying is let me come boar hunting with you.
Sorry, I'm all booked.
Oh, yeah. All your friends are going. I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's a friends-only trip, man. Sorry about it.
Do you want to get back to the fights? I for sure thought Gokhan Saki was Asian.
Definitely not.
Didn't know he was Russian. I mean, Gokhan, that's Dragon Ball Z, which was made by Japanese?
Japanese? I don't know.
That's just, Gokhan.
Did you see...
Gokhan Saki.
Did you see the fight, dude? He almost got taken out.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't see the fights.
Henrique de Silva.
Oh.
He was up against the fence, just getting blasted, and then he threw this looping left hook, and he was out. And then
he was out on his feet?
Yeah, he was out on the ground.
Wait, came to real quick?
No. Wait. Henrique de Silva got knocked out by a looping left punch.
Oh, I thought you were saying Gokhan took a shot and came back. Okay.
I mean, he took a ton of shots, but end of the first round, knocked him out. Definitely a good kickboxer. Alistair Overeem was excited to see him back in the cage, back in combat sports.
I just want to bring back Uberim.
Super.
For sure, cut back on the testing and let these men roid up.
Oh my gosh.
Uberim, Verdun,
Lesnar, super powerful Lesnar.
Vitor, scary TRT Vitor. You kidding me?
instead of Dad Bod.
Oh, for sure. And no doubt there's CTE in his future.
I'm 100% okay with them doing steroids because I'm not fighting them. No chance.
I feel like if both people agree on it, like if you have two fighters like, yeah, I'll do steroids. Yeah, he can do them. I don't care. Why not?
Yeah.
If they're like, hey, are you cool with it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, you cool with it? Mm-hmm.
If they're not okay with it, then they're not going to do it. So
yeah.
I feel like that should be completely
Then don't, put that in the contract. Both can use and juice to the gills, become Hulk-like figures, and lay down a devastating amount of punishment on each other.
If anyone doesn't know who Alistair Overeem is, he is a gigantic...
He's what the Greeks... he was their model for all their gods and all their statues.
Whenever he would weigh in...
He's made of marble.
Have you ever seen the ring girls behind them? Like, they'll just stare at him and their jaw open like, oh my gosh, he is literally a Superman.
It makes no sense. He's got the V. He's got traps up to his ears.
Easy, girl.
No. Uberim gets me going.
Yeah,
gets me pumped.
Powerful Uberim. His last name's Overeem. We call him Uberim because he's uberlicious.
I guess. I just heard somebody else call him that. That's why I was doing it.
I think Joe Rogan called him that.
Yeah, probably him or Shab. But I don't know. Do you follow? Did you see any of the ADCC, the Abu Dhabi Combat Club Jiu-Jitsu tournament this week? I don't know if you're even aware of what that is. It's like the Olympics for Jiu-Jitsu.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay, well then there's nothing to talk about.
What did you watch? How did it go?
I didn't watch any of it. I was just following it. Do you know who Gordon Ryan is?
No.
He's part of the Danaher Death Squad. Do you know who they are?
No, absolutely not. Do you?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
John Danaher, his whole squad. It's like Gordon Ryan, Gary Tonin, Eddie Cummings, a couple other cats. Like the Danaher Death Squad. They're pretty much the greatest jiu-jitsu people in the world. No gi. Gordon Ryan's 22, and he's the first non-Brazilian, I think, to win gold in his weight class. No, anyway, Savages, look him up.
My buddy Braden is back doing jiu-jitsu again. He's the guy that lost a bet and has to fly me out. That's you, Braden. He's definitely getting into it again. Him and I started training literally on a vinyl tarp, rolling around, and then that's how we got into training, and that's how we got into fighting. And then we flew halfway across the United States, and that's how we got into fighting. So,
speaking of, you should for sure get back into it. I really think you have a lot of potential, and you didn't really see your whole career out. You quit too soon. I mean, 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
That's not too bad, man.
It's not bad. It's awful.
You just no. Don't be so hard on yourself. For sure get back in the ring, octagon.
Well, I definitely did everything that I wanted to out of it. I wanted to hand-to-hand combat. Definitely wanted to fight. I wanted to compete. I wanted to just get in there because it's just literally just you and them and the referee. There's no way out. So it was definitely a good time. It's good.
You get to go in and try to impose your will on another grown man. Which happened more to you than going the other way.
I'm okay with it. I fought some good people.
I know. I'm just saying you should for sure do it, and you should let me be your mental coach, your sports psychologist.
Oh, for sure.
And I'll just talk you into, like, wins. I'll talk you into winning. And you'll be a champ before you know it. Give it 1 year, and you're a UFC heavyweight champion.
Oh, for sure. Once a champ, always a champ.
I can see you KO and Uberim in a heartbeat.
Oh, gosh, man.
You would rearrange your face.
One of the guys I fought, his name was Zach Bonnell. He is a world champion kickboxer now and owns his own gym in Reno, Nevada. He fought for world, let's just edit that out.
Yeah, get your facts straight before you start dropping.
Well, he is a world champion.
We're not editing any of this out.
But world champion kickboxer. Another guy that I fought, he lives in Wisconsin. That's where my first fight was at. Never heard from him again, but he did good.
He beat you?
Yeah.
He did good.
I broke my hand on his face, which was, it was okay. It was like a win-loss. Like, his face was messed up, but my hand was so jacked up. I had to have surgery. We were in Wisconsin for a couple days, so it was completely broken and just excruciating pain. But all of it was definitely a good experience, and it was a good story. Like, someone's like, oh, tell me something crazy about you. I'm like, well, I used to fight occasionally, kind of. So it's definitely a good experience. I just don't think I could ever do it again.
I really think you can if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, but it's time and money.
The shop always says it's 90% mental. So with me as your sports psychologist, you'll be right back in it.
I just don't have a lot of time or money to train. It's expensive. But
I'll train you. I do have a month and a half of jiu-jitsu experience.
My man.
I want to get back into it. It was so much fun. Just so expensive.
For sure. Well, I know you said you're at one point checking out the UFC gym, right?
Yeah. Which I still want to do. It's a lot cheaper than where I was. It's like $50 a month, and you get all the stuff. I just haven't done it. I'm pretty good at putting things off until it's too late. I actually excel at it.
I'm sure your wife loves it.
Oh yeah, she does. She really. It's one of my charming features. Is delaying until it's too late.
Do you know what's better than $50 though?
51.
$29.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I felt accomplished when I got that $29 gym.
You haggled him, son. You took him to town.
Yeah. $37 to $29. But I mostly got it because Ben, my roommate, had a $29 membership, so I'm okay with it. I feel good about it. And I've been twice since. But I just got it the other day.
Oh, so. Twice. Wow. Yeah. Really, really committing to this workout.
When was the last time you went to the gym?
I worked out at home yesterday.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I ran Monday and did kettlebells yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I'm just going to throw that out there. Did some kettlebell swings. Did some squats to cleans. Did deadlifts to cleans to squats.
How long was this minute and a half workout, realistically?
About a minute and a half. And I called it, and then I was tired, so I stopped.
Ate some Cheetos.
You should always stop. See, when you get back into your training, once you once you hit a sweat and get tired, you need to stop. You don't want to push your body. You want to maintain. You're already at peak physical form. You just need to maintain.
Dude, I'm in my best body right now.
Yo, it's clear. It's clear. The way you really fill out the shirts.
I mean, I know. I know no one else can see that I'm in my peak physical condition, but summertime's coming. Power moves have to be made.
It's true. It's true, man. I'm telling you. Get back in it.
Don't touch my stomach.
Ugh. Yeah, so the world was supposed to end Saturday. Supposed to have another cataclysmic event, apparently.
Someone's just trying to make some articles and trying to be famous.
I guess, it's like a celestial body called Nibiru, I think it's called, which it was supposed to like collide with the Earth or something and blow us up. Didn't happen, obviously.
Was it even close?
I don't think the Nibiru even exists or something. I'm not sure. For total bro science. But, neat fact, Nibiru is like supposed to be a planet past Pluto. So it's supposed to be the 10th planet, which is what Eddie Bravo got 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu from. He named it after Nibiru, whatever it's called.
That's probably why he's crazy.
He's not crazy. He's informed.
Well, he definitely thinks that the world is flat 100%.
Hey, YouTube says it.
Speaking of, did you see the rapper B.O.B. thinking that the world is flat? He's trying to raise, I think, $200,000 to put something in space just so he can prove that those...
$200,000 is not going to get you a satellite.
Yeah, it's going to get you a high five.
Yeah.
It's not going to get him anywhere.
And a lot of mocking from real scientists. I had to pause for a selfie.
We'll selfie.
Apparently.
Hold tight.
Yeah. I'm sure the listeners, all 7 of them, are going to love this. Oh, that's crude.
Sorry.
I also got some dope glasses. I don't know if you saw that. If you can see my... How many are you taking?
I don't know.
What are you, 12? What are you, in middle school? You just cut me out of it. You're just taking selfies of yourself. All right. I forgot you're 13. Yeah, I got a fresh new pair of glasses. I had my other ones since 8th grade. Lens has been popping out for about 4 years now. They were gross and like decaying, so I finally got some new ones. These are fancy and artsy, so expect more black and white photos. Little artsy kind of thing going on for me on social media.
Are you going to speak some spoken word poetry?
Yeah, I might do just the snapping, what is it? And the bongo drums.
Today and tomorrow.
Yeah. And all my Instagram posts are going to be like black and white, outdated inanimate objects that are supposed to have a deeper meaning. But they're just going to be normal pictures in black and white, so get ready for that.
Oh, I'm absolutely excited for that.
It's all in the glasses.
Why? So when you got your new glasses, you said that your old ones, it looked like when you're looking at the ground, it looked like...
Yeah, because the lens pops out, and it has for years, and it would never pop all the way back in, so it was kind of closer to my eye than it should have been. I think my vision just adjusted to this deception. So now when I'm wearing glasses that fit me proper, it looks like I'm always stepping in a hole. It's really taking me some time to get my depth perception back. I've only rolled my ankle like twice.
That's a good start.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to see. Who'd have thunk?
It definitely makes you look less...
Sophisticated? Oh, more sophisticated?
Like a Bible salesman. When you came up to the house...
You thought I was a Mormon Bible salesman?
We were in tears laughing at you because you looked like you're ready to sell us some Bibles.
Have you heard of Joseph Smith? That's the Mormon guy, I think.
Can I share the good word with you?
Trying to spread the good word, fam.
Nothing against it. You're just coming from work.
I'm looking fresh. I was dressed to the nines, my man.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we will, because it's factual.
You wear the same stuff every single week, though.
I wear the same 5 outfits, and I have for months.
Same pants, same shoes.
Same 3 pairs of blue pants, 1 pair of khakis. Same 2 button-ups, same 2 polos. And I would usually wear the same thing on casual Fridays. I don't have a lot of clothes, and I always tear, for some reason, all my button-ups, the left elbow tears. In all of them.
Because you're probably putting your elbow down on your head's down, your elbows up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense to keep buying new shirts, so I just stick with the ones that work. I have zero sense of fashion, and I'm fine with that. I wear what's
Why don't you have
comfortable.
your freaking wife dress you? It's 2017. Get some more clothes.
2017, I should be able to do it myself. But I'm incompetent.
But your wife may dress a little better than you, and she may have a little more fashion sense than you.
That's debatable. I think she would even acknowledge. She would say, "You know what, Kendall? What?
My mother used to dress me because I would literally dress awful. Like,
Yeah. Oh, my mom picked my clothes out every night, like up to like 9th grade. And I never realized why I like had no friends or anything.
Still have no friends.
Yeah.
Still dress.
Yeah, so it might not have been the clothes. I still haven't made any friends. Really. I guess just my personality, really. It's pretty unlikable.
I'll tell my friends to tell you.
Yeah, tell your friends to pick on me less because they like to go in. Yeah. But
Speaking of Mother, I did not get to go see the movie Mother. I was supposed to see it with my buddy Tommy.
yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Well, you weren't going to come.
Yeah, I wanted to see it anyway.
You definitely bailed, so
When?
This last weekend.
Oh, okay.
You remember? I remember.
No.
I was waiting by my phone. There was rain coming out the window. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
The Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah, I don't know. I heard that Mother movie was pretty good. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews. Apparently, it's really intense.
It looks so good, but I heard that there was not really any good reviews. Jennifer Lawrence,
J-Law.
so cute.
All right, let's hey, come on now. We're better than that.
Says who?
We're progressive.
I have Progressive insurance.
Okay. There's a show called You're the Worst. Have you seen it?
No.
Well, she's actually in it. Flo. It's the first time I've seen her in anything other than Progressive. I don't know. It's funny. You should check it out, though. Yeah, it ain't real bad, I guess. Start that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, I may go see my mama in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. You shouldn't, and we should go yard sailing.
Listen, I'm
Like a couple old men.
all about the yard sale. I'm all about it. But
I'm all about a good deal.
you bailed on me last time. So, I'm going to see my mama. She won't bail on me.
No, I wouldn't guarantee that.
She's the only woman in my life that has stuck around. Love you, Mom. You're the best.
Just be more likable. Other girls will stick around. Yeah.
30 and single.
It's okay. Maybe. I'm sure there's someone out there.
I mean, I don't cry too much.
You should get on Tinder.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Get on Grindr. I'm sure that's probably more up your alley.
No chance.
What are you saying? It's 2017, Dan.
Yeah,
It's acceptable.
Listen, I'm with you, and I hear you, but I like ladies.
But, all right. Okay, Dan. Yeah. But for sure, get on Farmers Only or BlackPeopleMeet.com or something.
Farmers Only, I'll definitely check that out. I feel like I could be a farmer. I look like a farmer boy, do I?
You have tattoos.
So definitely not.
Yeah. And you're fun. Oh, well.
By the way, if anyone knows of any good tattoo places in Richmond...
There's tons. You didn't even ask me.
You don't have any tattoos.
I know, but I know... I'm from Richmond. I know where... Richmond's all about tattoos.
Yeah. So...
The dude from Heroes and Ghosts tattoos like Bam Margera and their whole squad. They come into Richmond to get tattooed by him.
I'm trying to get a good tattoo for a good deal. You dig?
Yeah, see, I don't know if that's something you want to skimp on. This will be on my body forever, so give me the cheapest option.
I have a number of average tattoos. They're all pretty okay. So
maybe you should splurge on a nice one here or there.
definitely not. Why would I change now? What are you doing?
I'm trying to adjust. I'm sorry,
good
I'm not
time.
as comfortable as I thought it was.
It's not a good time to do yoga, but we'll go with it.
Yoga's tough, dude. I've tried it a couple times.
Really?
At home, like on YouTube. I can't do it. It's embarrassing.
Your younger cousin, Caleb, would go do yoga.
Well,
You know?
Caleb's also a boss.
He's a monster. He's 14?
He's like a junior in high school. 16?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's your
Sorry,
cousin.
Caleb.
You should know this.
Sorry, Caleb.
Well, he's a young monster.
He's a young stud, basically.
Well, He's huge. Well, everyone in your family is...
I'm the second smallest person in this family, and I'm not small.
Brent's tiny.
Yeah, there's Brent and then me.
You're tall.
Cody's tall.
You're tall.
But he's skinny.
You're tall. How tall are you? 6'1"?
6 foot.
Corey's probably 6'1", maybe, 6'2"?
Corey, I think he's like 6 foot too. We're like the same height.
Yeah, Corey's a big guy. Mr. Rich, everyone in there is a big or tall person. Your whole family is
We're
just
hefty group of guys.
hefty group of people. Yeah.
We're plump.
It's okay. I'm plump. I'm the biggest.
I know it's okay.
But I'm the biggest one in my family.
That's why you need to get back in the octagon, son.
My brother, he's a little guy. He's 5'7", dark brown hair, skinny, nice comb over haircut. Don't look anything alike.
I used to criticize my dad so hard for having a comb over.
Yeah, but your dad looks like he's
And
got
then-
$1 million in his pocket.
He might work for the CIA. Who knows? None of us know. He's like that. He's mysterious.
What do you call it?
But I used to dog him so much, and he used to always say, like, you don't get it. You'll never get it. You don't understand what it's like to have nice hair. And then I got a nice haircut, and I should have listened to him years ago. It changed my life.
Your dad does not look like he fits in your family. Just because he's very...
Oh, it's because he doesn't.
He's a very... he's a very well-kept gentleman.
What are you saying about my family? You hear this, Uncle Jim?
No, he just looks a little different than everyone
I
in
love
your
how we
family.
talk to people like they're going to listen to this. But
The Riches listened to it.
maybe.
They did. I know they did.
Uncle Jim did?
Mrs. Rich listened to it a little bit.
A little
I
bit?
don't know if she finished it.
She probably got 5 minutes in and was like, yeah, okay, I get what this is.
You
I've had
guys
enough.
are doing great with your little...
Yeah.
Your little...
Oh, it's so cute, you guys. Yeah. But yeah, he's a little different. My paw.
It almost looked like... When I first met you
My paw.
around your family, I thought you were intimidated by your dad because you're like, okay, sir.
I just call him sir. I think I got that from Corey because I used to call his dad sir all the time.
I call him Mr. Rich. I call him Mr. and I call her Mrs. Just, I don't know why, but...
They got a goat. It's pretty dope.
I know. Have you seen the videos on
Yeah,
social media?
I'm kind of bummed. I want to go see it. I want to play with their goat really bad.
They call it... I think they call it Billy.
Yeah. Billy Goat.
It's got 2 little horns.
Yeah, like goats.
Yeah, I know. It's,
Yeah.
it's like a little baby goat. He's like, this is here, Billy the goat.
I think they got it for Noah because it's like apparently they're easier to take care of than dogs. It's like dogs you have to kind of feed and stuff. He just eats grass and just does his own thing.
It's probably going to eat all of Mrs. Rich's, like...
She have a garden?
Yeah, she's got a little mini garden.
No.
Say goodbye to that.
Well, I mean, goats are neat though.
Super
Who's
good.
that? We're people watching right now. Some girl walking her dog. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I wish I had a dog, but I'm only home at night.
It's too much responsibility. I just don't want that on me right now. I know. Everybody I know, like, once they start dating somebody, first thing they do is get a pit bull. Like, I know, everyone I know from high school got a pit bull.
Gosh. Corey.
And I just am not about, I don't want a dog.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go home to feed a dog.
You have a cat, though, don't you?
Yeah, but he does his own. Cats are dope. Cats are so dope because you literally don't have to do anything for them.
Yeah, they definitely do their own thing. Corey and I, your cousin Corey and I, we got a dog. Well, I got a dog, but I told him, I was like, this is going to...
That's right, y'all did.
So when I first was going to get the dog, I told my manager, I said, hey, this is going to be the type of dog. It was a mix of a Beagle, Rottweiler, and Shepherd. And they said, okay, just as long as it's not a German Shepherd.
Beagle, Rottweiler, so like 2 of the most vicious dogs.
This dog was so cute. Though.
I know, but when people hear German Shepherd and Rottweiler,
Yeah, but it literally had big floppy ears. Like
Rottweilers are like police dogs and military dogs and like, Nazi dogs.
I'm 100%.
Rottweilers are like fighting dogs. So that's a good combo right there.
I'm on the same page with it. But they said it was okay that I could get the dog. They just said I had to have the papers and pay the deposit. Cool. I got the dog, and then another manager said, sorry, no dice, you can't have him. And I was like, okay, well, I have him. So,
About that.
so what am I supposed to do? And she's like, well, sorry, you're going to have to give him back. So I eventually had to give him back after about a week.
That's unfortunate. Just long enough to really fall in love with him and to be able to adore his cuteness and get enough cuddles
And crap
to love
everywhere.
him, and then have to give him away.
I literally took him outside to do his business, and then I came inside and I couldn't find him for a second. He's taking a dump in my closet. I'm like, bro, we just went outside.
Dude, growing up, my room was always so messy because, like we said, I'm nothing like my dad. My room was just trashed. And so for some reason, our dog and our cat, pretty much any animal, would come in and just like feel super comfortable just poop in my room. And so when I moved out, my carpet was just like, I thought it was naturally brown.
It wasn't though.
It was not. Until I moved out and I realized the true color was white. And I just had poop stains from all of the dogs and cats in my room. They would just all come in and throw up and poop and pee in my room. It was disgusting. This is a Dookie themed podcast.
Well, it probably smelled like crap.
It did. My room was disgusting. When was the last time you pooped your pants?
I don't know. Probably long.
I've already gone through 2 examples today, so you should probably throw one in there to even it out.
I don't remember the last time I try to go to the bathroom like a normal human being.
I try to too. It's just when I'm sick and I'm in the woods and it's 100 degrees with 100% humidity and you feel terrible. Sometimes things slip. That's all I'm saying. Or when you're on a boat in the middle of an ocean and all you have is a bucket.
Ugh.
It was rough.
That sounds.
We should get, I know a couple people we get on here to just talk about crap in their pants.
The one that's the worst of the worst craps his pants more than babies do collectively.
Did you hear on Rogan? It was last week or 2. I think it was last time Shab was on, because Shab almost crapped his pants on the podcast. Rogan was talking about when he was filming Fear Factor. He was driving home one day, and he was stuck in traffic, and he was talking about how he just filled his pants. Sounds gross when I say it. When you hear him say it, it was hilarious. So if you're not into that, skip this episode. Probably just never listen again.
We could call it Skit Scat.
One skitty episode.
Team Skit Scat. Skitty Explorations.
Skitty explorations. The Dookie Chronicles.
Gross.
Oh, sorry. What are we at?
Well, man, is there anything else you want to get off your chest? Anything
no.
you want to say? Tell our 108 listeners? Anything you want to tell the world?
Yeah, let's get it to 110 this episode.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm pretty excited for where this is going. It's definitely been a start. We started somewhere, trying to move in the right direction.
Yeah. I think you did an email or something. So when he told me about this podcast, I was expecting like, yeah, okay, we'll just go and, record something and then send it to a couple friends. That'll be the end of it. I get over here. He's like bought a mic. He has like an intro recorded with his roommate. He's got like a photo made up for it. He's made a SoundCloud account. And then he sent me a couple days ago, he made an email for this podcast for any requests from the 10 listeners that we might have. So if you have any questions.
To the 108 listeners and more, our new
He went
email.
0 to 100 real quick. I was expecting something casual, but.
Our email is thewhangover@gmail.com. thewhangover@gmail.com. Well, this is the weekly hangover. Cheers to you.
Cheers. Tecate cans.